honored and lucky to be connected with Johanna. So Johanna is based in Switzerland. She's active in midwifery, attending births in birthing centers as well as at home. And she's also a licensed naturopath. She always having a strong interest in medicine and as well as in anthroposophy, and also in healing with natural substances to help individuals during demanding and trying times of their life. And in midwifery, which she got in touch with independently through 4 different people during her teenage years, she has found all this being relevant for as a profound and meaningful work, as it is of existential impact, how we actually allow our children to enter into this world, and how women like you and I experience giving birth. Because this process is such an important process for every woman that has this ability. And she has the chance to learn from women as well as babies, from great teachers in midwifery as well as in anthroposophy. So with this impulse to spread some of the fruits of her experience and also hundreds of births that she has witnessed, she did her master's in midwifery, and now she's also teaching midwifery and working for the International Coordination of Anthroposophic Medicine in Switzerland. So without further ado, I would like to pass the ball over to Johanna, and she will be able to share with us more about her experience. And actually, we only met once before online, and during that 1 hour of interacting and chatting, I already felt very comforted and encouraged and empowered. And because with her wealth of knowledge and her experience, it actually really helps us in being confident in ourselves. And the beautiful word that she always said to me was trust in the destiny of the child. And we hope that through her sharing as well, we can also learn to have more trust in our life processes as well. So
yeah, so first on 11th September, we will start with introduction to embryology and the wonder of conception. So we will focus on the beginning of life, of building our human body, seen as a miracle mankind has been wondering about since thousands of years. And we will explore these miracles, beginning with the preconditions of the conception, and all through until the organs are built. So we will have a special view on this. And furthermore, we will explore the relevance of the phenomenon for you as a pregnant woman and also as a becoming father. And you are very much invited to expand your own perspective of the beginning of your own life and of those that are about to be born. I think it's a very fascinating aspect. Yeah, the second session will be on birthing preparation, decisions and preparations that are relevant. So the natural forces that enable birth are very existential and they are beyond our strength. So the question is how can we take our own responsibility to create the best outer and inner conditions for a good birth? And that means that we prepare on all these inner and outer aspects, and then we can prepare for the best conditions. We can never control birth because forces are out of our strength or beyond our strength, but we can do our part and give it as a gift to the birth, and then also be open for what the baby and the spiritual world is bringing towards us during the birth. And this session will focus on how we can prepare for the birth and what to consider, what to think about, and what to decide on during pregnancy in order to best prepare for your specific situation of giving birth, from exercises to meditation. And we also learn about the different stages of birth. We focus on resources and ideas for the latent phase, because this is the phase you will mostly have to manage a bit on your own, and which also is very helpful to be at home and not to go to facilitate birth setting very early. And the third session will focus on the actual birthing, so experiencing giving birth as something very challenging but doable and rewarding like nothing else in your life. That is something you and your baby will have in good memory. That is the goal of this session. So the session will focus on the actual birth, and we will learn about the first and the second stage of labor, on physical and spiritual aspects for mother and child, and about different approaches to cope with this challenge, like comparing this challenge with a challenge of climbing a mountain. Your baby wants to be born, and you are gifted with the ability to give life, and that's something we will focus on in this session. Together we will explore those abilities, and you will pack your individual mental and physical suitcase for your birth. And the fourth session will be especially interesting for the fathers as well. So giving birth always has been supported by others in history of human mankind. But those that are supporting birth, they cannot take over the contractions. However, they can give essential support during the challenge of giving birth. They can participate in a way that is new and definitely rewarding. And welcoming your baby might become a unique and special experience that you might feel much more about than being proud of having cut the umbilical cord, which is common here in our area. It might become an existential foundation of the bond between you as a couple as well as towards your child. So the bond between you as being a couple will be different afterwards. And I always hope that it will strengthen this bond and not separate you. And also it is something that will deeply connect you to your child if you can really support it on its way into this world. We will look on these aspects as well as on how fathers can practically support during birth and on welcoming your baby together. And this then will be, the start, or maybe then Rolf will maybe do something more, or somebody else. Yeah, so we will have a little preview on the postpartum by that time.
Thank you so much.